Hi, welcome to the autoregressive integrated moving average model for COVID-19 prediction. In this video, we are going to discuss the fundamental of the autoregressive integrated moving average model and the core mathematics behind it. Let us discuss the fundamental of autoregressive integrated moving average model. Since the autoregressive integrated moving average model is a time series analysis or prediction model, we will discuss first what is time series analysis and time series forecasting. Time series analysis involve finding the trend of forthcoming incidents or event based on previous cases of events. The time series forecasting involve applying some mathematical model or any other type of model to forecast or predict the future data based on previous observed data. The autoregressive integrated moving average model is abbreviated as ARIMA. This autoregressive integrated moving average model can be used for analyzing or prediction of non-stationary time series data. Since it can handle non-stationary time series data, we can say that its model can be applied for any time series data. Another important aspect of the model is it can show a detailed change of event or data even though the actual data fluctuate more over period of the time. Let us discuss the uniqueness of the model. The autoregressive integrated moving average model uses a linear regression model internally by using its own lag as predictors. For any linear regression model, it can provide best performance only if the predictors are not correlated and independent each other. For time series data prediction using those linear regression model, the requirement is the data should be stationary in order to provide best performance. But we know that practically all the data set may not be stationary. For example, let us take the COVID-19 spreading data which is not mostly stationary, which is fluctuating. To handle this non-stationary nature of the data, the autoregressive integrated moving average model uses an inherent mechanism to make the data stationary. When we say the data is stationary, the mean, variance and autocorrelation function of the data should be independent of time. This autoregressive integrated moving average model uses a subtraction method to make the data stationary. It subtracts the previous value of the data from the current value in order to make the data stationary. Based on the complexity of the time series data, we can employ n number of subtraction terms in the process of making the data stationary. The term or number of time we subtract the data is modeled as a model parameter under this model, which is called as D, where D is the minimum number of differentiating term in the data which is required to make the data stationary. If the data is already stationary, we can make the D equal to 0. That means we can eliminate the subtraction process in the data preparation. Let us discuss the core mathematics behind the model. The model consists of two model components which is called as autoregressive model and moving average model. By integrating these two models, we can develop the autoregressive integrated moving average model. Let us see those models. Let us first discuss the autoregressive model. The autoregressive model is given in equation 1. We can see that the model predicts the current value of yt by using previous value of yt. We can see the model uses the previous predicted value at instant of t minus 1, t minus 2 up to etc. t minus p. Since the model uses the previous value of up to p instant, we can say the model is order of p. Let us discuss the parameter involved in the model. There are three key parameters involved in the model which is called as alpha, beta and epsilon. The alpha is called as intercept term. It is a constant term which is applied in the model in order to adjust the model to fit the given data set. This also can be called as bias term. The beta parameters are the core parameter. The beta parameter can be estimated by using a maximum likelihood estimation approach or a minimum mean square approach. This parameter beta has to be estimated to best fit the model to the given dataset. The epsilon term here represents the residual value of the prediction or error value of the prediction. Here epsilon 1 represents the error computed at time instant t1. Let us discuss the moving average model now. Equation 2 gives the moving average model which computes the current prediction yt using the error which is computed at current time t and the previous error terms which is computed on the prediction. Let us discuss the parameter involved in the model. There are two key parameters involved in the model which is called alpha, which is nothing but the intercept term as in the case of autoregressive model. The second parameter involved in the model is the phi parameter which to be estimated to fit the model best to the given dataset. Again, the parameter phi also can be estimated by using maximum likelihood estimation or minimum mean square error estimation. Let us discuss the autoregressive integrated moving average model. From equation number 3, we can see that the model is simply integration of autoregressive model given in the equation number 1 and moving average model given in the equation number 2. The autoregressive integrated moving average model is notated by using three key parameters which is called P, Q and D, where P is the order of autoregressive model and Q is the order of moving average model and D is the number of difference terms required to make the data stationary. In nutshell, we can say the autoregressive integrated moving average model predict the current value of yt by combination of a constant value of alpha plus a linear combination of previous predicted value y up to a lag p plus a linear combination of forecasted error up to q lags. Finding the optimal hyperparameter model is one of the important process which determines the performance of the model. Let us discuss the methods of finding optimal parameter of model. There are two approaches to find the optimal hyperparameter of the model. The first one is called as Trewell approach. Under Trewell approach, we are using the autocorrelation function to find out the optimal model parameter. For example, under our model, the D parameter, that is the minimum difference term order, can be calculated by trying a number of D value and we can select the best D value for which the autocorrelation function reaches 0 very quickly. That means we will select the D value for which value the autocorrelation function reaches quickly the 0 comparing to that of other D value. Similarly, a partial autocorrelation function can be used to estimate the optimal value of the parameter P and Q. Those approaches are Trewell approaches which involve a lot of work involved on analysis in our autocorrelation function. The second approach to find the optimal hyperparameter uses the information criteria information. For example, we can use the minimizing the high case information criteria which is called as AIC or corrected AIC or Bayesian information criteria approaches.